Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today's makeup is inspired by Lily James as Cinderella. So I'm a huge Disney fan, and so when I heard they were doing a live action version of Cinderella, I was so excited. And then just to make me even more excited that was even possible, MAC then brought out a Cinderella makeup line, which was just the best thing ever in my world. So I wanted to recreate this look for you. So having been to the cinema and seen the film, Lily James is absolutely stunning. I think she's the perfect Cinderella. She just looks the part and she's exactly how I would imagine a real life version of Cinderella to be. I couldn't really find a picture of her makeup when she was at the ball to really properly copy, but I just really had done it from memory really from what I saw in the film, and her makeup was absolutely stunning. So I've also featured some of the MAC collection in this video as well. This is a really easy look to recreate and is really, apart from the eyes, the face and the base is very natural and very just pretty and girly and not over the top. So it's actually suitable really for any type of look. Obviously you might not want to go with super glittery eyes if you're trying to be really natural, but I think the whole thing is just great. And Cinderella is a fantastic film, so if you haven't seen it already, make sure you do. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you do, and don't forget to subscribe. Also come and follow me on Instagram. I'll have the name coming up on the screen now. All the details of all the products that I've used in this video will be in the description bar below, and as always, if you have any questions, leave the comments in the box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Okay, so I'm going to start with my base. So Lily James is quite pale, just like me, so I'm going to use a really sort of pale foundation. So this one actually really matches my skin tone, but her coverage was really light. It really wasn't very heavy, mainly because she's got perfect skin, but also because Cinderella is not supposed to be this, you know, really made up person. She's supposed to just be naturally beautiful. So I've decided to use MAC Face and Body Foundation. This is a really fluid and light foundation. You can build it up to whichever coverage you like, but it does look really natural on the skin. So I'm going to apply this using a Zoeva buffer brush. And first of all, I'm just going to spray the brush with some MAC Fix Plus. This just will make the foundation stay on longer, and it just really makes it stick to your skin. MAC Fix Plus has, I think it's called glycerin in it, which acts as a sort of glue. So that's why if you spray it on after you've done your sort of whole makeup, it is meant to sort of keep it all in place. But if you put it on your makeup brush, particularly if you've got dry skin, it will just make it go on a lot more smoother, and it will stay on a lot longer as well. So just give your face and body a good shake, and I'm literally just going to put this on my hand. It is very liquidy, as you can probably see, like literally drips out like water. So I only start with a really small amount, and this is in the colour N1. So I'm just going to start by just buffing this into my skin, and you can see straight away that there really isn't a lot of coverage to this foundation, but it does look really natural. Okay, so once you've got your base how you like it, you can then move on to the eyes. So I'm just going to prime my lids using the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. Just going to literally just quickly put this on using my finger. I haven't got to be too perfect with this, it's just to give it the eyeshadow a good base to stick to. So MAC did bring out a Cinderella eyeshadow palette with all the eyeshadows that they think would sort of go with the Cinderella makeup. I didn't actually buy that palette, and mainly because I already have 3 of the colours that are in the palette. And 2 of the others you can buy separately, and there was only one limited edition shade, which I think was called Stroke of Midnight, which was a really dark purple, and I just thought for £38 I really can't justify buying a palette of eyeshadows. It's just not worth the money when I already have some of them. One of the ones that I did already have, which was in the palette, is Omega, which is this colour here. So it's a really neutral taupey shade. I often have used it for my brows before as well. But I just thought I had other shades that were really similar, and having watched the film I definitely could do that look, I think, without having to buy the specific MAC shades. So I'm going to start by using Omega just on a big fluffy brush. This is the Sigma E35. Just going to really quickly sweep this all over my lids just to set that paint pot, because if you don't put a powdery eyeshadow on over the top, it can sometimes make it really difficult to blend. And then I'm just going to take a little bit more Omega on that brush, and then be a bit more specific with where I put this, and concentrate that in the outer corner in that crease. And just as always, using windshield wiper motions, I'm just going to start carving out that crease area, but mainly focusing on the outer corner. So Cinderella's eyes, as you can imagine, were very glittery and sparkly, and they had this lovely browny sort of glittery sparkle to them. So I'm going to use this shade by Kiko. Just swatch it on my finger for you so you can see it's got a lot of shimmer in it. I think it's just a really great shade, and when I watched the film I straight away thought, oh, my Kiko eyeshadow looks like that when I put it on. So that's what I'm going to apply with a MAC 239, which is just a flat brush. Just tap off most of the excess so you don't get that all over your base. And then I'm just going to pack this colour all over the lid. And I'm going to just go up to about the crease and not too much over, but don't worry about being too neat at this stage because we will blend it out. So I'm then just going to go back in with that E35 brush and just blend out the edges so there's no harsh lines. Okay, so now for the exciting part, actually using the MAC collection. So I bought this, the Cinderella glitter. I don't know if it even has a name. Oh, just the Reflex Pearl. I don't really know why, because I already have a silver glitter, but I just thought this was so cool and so Disney and so Cinderella. I just thought I have to have it. And I also bought the Cinderella Studio Eye Gloss in the colour Pearl Varnish. So I'll show you what it looks like. It looks like this. They did also have a brownie taupe one. I kind of wish I got that as well now, because I was thinking about it. I thought, oh, I'll think about it and come back later, and then by the time I thought about it, it's sold out. I got this one because I thought it was a bit more wearable and a bit more easy to use, but now having watched the film I can see why they brought out the brownie coloured one, because that's basically what she has on at the ball. Nevertheless, I'm still going to use this. So normally if I was going to use a glitter I would use a glitter glue, but I'm just going to use this instead because I want an excuse to use it, and also because it's a Cinderella makeup, so why not use my Cinderella MAC collection. So I'm just going to put this on with my finger. So it's really, really sticky. I don't know if you can see how sticky this is. It does feel a bit like putting lip gloss on your eyes, so if you don't like sticky lip gloss you probably won't like this. It is a bit irritating. I did wear it all over my eye one day, and after a while I was a bit like, oh, I can't blink without my eyes sticking together, but it does look so pretty on. So I've just got a tiny little bit on my finger here, and I'm just going to see if I'm really pulling my eye with it. I'm just going to dab this all along the lid so you can see it's already giving it a really nice glittery effect. So why this is called a studio gloss, because it will stay sticky and glossy, whereas a glitter glue would dry within a few seconds once it's been put on. So I'm then just going to tap a few of the Pearl Reflex into the lid, and then taking a flat brush. This one's by number 7 actually. It's called an eye colour brush, and it's actually really good for applying glitter. I'm just going to put that on the brush and then dab that over the gloss. Okay, so once that's on, just give it a chance to set. So I'm just going to go back to the face. I'm just taking a damp cotton wool pad just to clear up any of that glitter fall down. And that's why I moved on to my eyes as soon as I'd done my foundation base, because if you've then done your concealer and your contour and all the rest of it, and then you have to then wipe the glitter away, you're just going to ruin it. So then for concealer, I'm going to use my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. And I'm just going to apply this with a damp beauty blender. This is actually the Real Technique sponge. Going to set that all in place using the Makeup Forever HD pressed powder. So this is a really fine powder, and a lot comes off your brush, so I always just tap it back in. Then just to give my face just a little bit more natural colour, I'm going to use the Chanel I can't say this, I think it's Solei de Tan de Chanel. This I just am in love. I got this for my birthday, and oh my god, it is incredible. I know it is really expensive, but if you can save up for this or ask for it for a birthday or Christmas, it is so worth it. And I really think this is going to last a hell of a long time. I'm just going to use an angled kabuki brush, and I'm literally just going to really lightly dip this in. And then I'm just going to bronze the high points of my face. So this bronzer just gives you a really natural glow without looking like you've gone over the top with contour or anything, so it's perfect when you're trying to do a bit more of a toned down look. Then for blush, Cinderella just had a really pretty pink flush, so I'm going to use this colour here from this Sleek palette, which are the colours? I think that one is Pink Mint. I'm just going to use the same kabuki brush that I applied my bronzer with. Then I couldn't really tell if she had much highlighter on, but I can't imagine that Cinderella would not have a tiny bit of a natural glow. So I'm going to use this cream colour base by MAC, and this is in the colour Pearl. And it's just a really natural highlight shade. I'm just going to apply this with my finger, just a tiny, tiny bit on the tops of my cheekbones. Sorry, this is a very MAC based video. Didn't really think that through when I started gathering my products together. And just a tiny bit on the Cupid's bow. Now for brows, obviously Cinderella's blonde, so her brows are a lot lighter than mine. And I wasn't really in the mood for bleaching my brows just for this video, but I'm going to do them as naturally as possible using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and this is in the colour Soft Brown. So I'm just going to really lightly feather this through. I'm not really particularly shaping them or drawing them in today, it's more just filling in the gaps, which for me is mainly at the front. So I'm just doing gentle flicks just to mimic hairs. Okay, so just to finish off the eyes, I'm just going to go back in with that Kiko eyeshadow that we initially used all over the lid on a pencil brush. This is a MAC 219. I'm just going to very lightly buff this under the eyes, not too much, but just enough to give a bit more of a smoky effect. Then I'm just going to line the waterline with this Rimmel pencil in the colour Nude, just to brighten up the eyes. Then for lashes, obviously Cinderella is very natural, so I'm just going to use these Eylure Naturals in the number 20, so they're barely even a lash really, and they will look very, very natural on. I just think you just sometimes need lashes, because I think actually just wearing mascara on its own sometimes looks worse than wearing a natural pair of lashes, because if it goes all clumpy, it just doesn't always look as good. So before I put them on, I'm just going to pop on a tiny bit of mascara just to make sure my own lashes are flicking up in the right way as well. This is just the Rimmel Wonderful mascara, which has argan oil in it. And then just pop these on. And then all that's left to do is the lips. So I'm just going to really gently line my lips with, this is a Rimmel lip liner. What colour is this? Eastend Snob. And then the star of the show, this is a MAC Cinderella lipstick in the colour Royal Ball. It's just a lovely pinky nudie colour, and it's just perfect for Cinderella. So on its own, this lipstick's really pale, and if it's too pale for you, which sometimes I'm not in the mood for super pale lipstick, put that lip liner underneath it and it just gives it much more of a pinky shade. So I'm just going to spritz my face with MAC Fix Plus just to make sure that's all set in place. And we are done. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed that look, and I will see you all soon. Bye!